Welcome to another 2-minute Bible study. So today we're going to be reading from Romans chapter 5, verse 20. Moreover, the law entered that the offense might abound, but where sin abounded, grace did much more abound. Now this verse is probably the best representation of one of the more complex ideas in the theology of Paul, which is that God gave the law that it might reveal sin. In other words, we didn't know it was sin until God commanded us not to. Now, that doesn't mean that the law is bad, because the law helps to reveal God's character and it helps us to know who God really is. And it also helps to guide us. But once we realize that we're in sin, we find that we have no power in of ourselves to be able to overcome sin. But the second half of the verse also causes a lot of people to trip up. Most people read grace to mean mercy. In other words, that when we sin, and when sin abounds, then his mercy much more abounds. But in fact, the Greek word that's used there, charis, which is spelled charis or xaris, depending on how you represent the Greek characters, means to lean towards. So in other words, God's grace is God's favor. It's Him leaning towards us. And this gives us a completely different meaning. In other words, when we are in sin, then His favor abounds towards us. And that means not only His mercy and His forgiveness, but also the power to overcome it and His favor regardless of whether we sin or not. God bless.